Sagittarius people or people with Sagittarius placements. Okay, I got a time to teach and a time to learn for you. Um, I got that song, I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. I think that's very new, and I'm pretty sure Jeremiah sings it. Um, Somebody's feelings are running deep, like before any touching ever happens, or ever took place. They already felt deeply. The bond is a deep emotional one, possibly on a soul level. Nobody has touched their heart like this, or this is you. They don't know what to call this type of love, but they only want you to love, or this is you. It's a different type of connection, one that's never been felt, and somebody don't want to let it go. If you're not with this person, they feel sick to their stomach. Um, what is this love doing to them? Somebody thought they were under a spell, but nah, this is how real deep love feels. Somebody so used to surface level love that they don't know how to be strong in this type of scenario. It's simple. Reach deep and give it all you got. Somebody terrified. They never been loved like this, but they don't want it to leave. It could have took a minute for somebody to wrap their mind around it, still learning how they are supposed to act or participate in return. They decided to just follow the other person's lead since they seem so good at it. Excuse me. And then I heard Sierra say, you can be my teacher, I do homework. You can give me extra credit, baby, I do more work. So somebody ready to be a student. Somebody has decided to be willing to learn, follow instead of leading. Follow instead of needing to lead. They can't lead in this subject anyway. It's new to them. Somebody learning that it's okay to be a student and let somebody else be the teacher. They're prepared to work hard and overtime for a little extra credit. Somebody is releasing control or the need to have it. That's not how this kind of love works. It needs to flow and be natural. So they are going to learn that from the other person since they seem to be so good at it. Again, sometimes spirit will put you in a class to learn versus teach. And if you surrender, you will always find a blessing in what's being taught. Now you understand, so that makes it easier, but not less scary. Not all people lead you astray. Some lead you to the right. Some lead you the right way, and in turn, that also increases your ability to lead in different subjects or aspects. There's a time to teach and a time to learn. So that's for somebody. That's for somebody out there. This could have been a situation that gave you a hard time for a while because somebody didn't want to be a student. They feel like they always need to be the teacher. But somebody's realizing that it's okay to be a student. Okay? So let's see what this is about. The Sagittarius people or people with Sagittarius placements. God, universe, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Please give us some clear and concise messages for the Sagittarius people or people with Sagittarius placements. Ace of Cups filling out. Only energy of high vibration, high frequency, and high white light is welcome here, Spirit. No energy of low vibration, low frequency, or negativity is welcome. And I ask that you rebuke in the name of you. Amen. 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 Sagittarius people or Sagittarius placements. What's the message? I only want you to love. I don't want nobody else. So there's an emperor here. That could be a Sagittarius with the world energy. Or it could be a non-Sagittarius, but they've been blocking off or guarding themselves because they've been through a lot in the closure of a last cycle that they went through. But this person's ready to move forward, find the balance because they realize they only hurting themselves. Okay? By trying to take things their way. And sometimes the plan is not about your way. It's about God's way. Okay? Excuse me. The Tower, that's Scorpio energy. But it's like a revelation or undeniable clarity. It's also sometimes being torn down. You get King of Wands. That's about somebody taking the leadership role or action. Could be a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person. Sagittarius. The Two of Wands. Choices, movements, and decisions. Planning. The Lovers. Gemini energy. And the Two of Swords. Feeling at the crossroads, not knowing which way to go, but needing to listen to your intuition at that point. I feel like this person, whoever they are, they have the tools that they need to manifest some type of growth in this connection, but they've been flighty up until this point. Due to a past cycle, they haven't wanted to commit or surrender to anybody else's teachings. They feel like if they control or have control of things, and it'll stop them from being hurt. But as they learned the hard way, it didn't. So somebody's having a realization that they need to either learn from a leader or a teacher or take the lead. Somebody's making choices, movements, and decisions when it comes to a connection that they feel deeply. And they're going to they've been at a crossroads, but I feel like they're finally going to start listening to their intuition when it comes to this. Somebody wants somebody to hold their hand and never let it go. Tell me about this Tower. Yeah, this could be a Sagittarius or somebody dealing with a Sagittarius, but I feel like it's been some type of pause for reflection or some type of stagnation or blockages. But I feel like with the Tower coming in, this person is starting to get a new perspective. They're starting to see what's below the surface here with the Four of Swords energy. And they want to be strong and courageous in order to find the balance. Good morning. It's going great. Thanks for asking. Even if that means that they need to take on a student role. Yep, student. Page of Pentacles. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Somebody feel like this is a connection that could, you know, meet them halfway. And they don't want to be left out in the cold by it, but rather be victorious. So they want to do the right thing here. Somebody's ready to learn with the Nine of Pentacles. They're ready to take on new roles and new journeys. I don't know why I was going to say new genders. What's the Four of Swords? Yep. They're ready to have this beginner's mindset with the Fool card. The Fool energy. Somebody's ready to just take a risk. They've been so guarded and shut off to this connection, even though they feel it. But they're ready to just risk it at this point. Because they want to be happy. They want to celebrate. So if they're not the leader, then they're feeling like the person that they're dealing with has the potential to be a good leader. They also feel like this is a mutual connection, like what they give would be reciprocated and it has the potential to fulfill their wishes. But I feel like up until the Tower came, they didn't trust it. So they haven't been behaving like a student-teacher type energy. This is somebody who always needed to relinquish control or take the lead. They're ready to fall back and be a student if that's what it takes. Because somebody knows how to get somebody got this love thing down packed while the other person is still figuring it out. Because they possibly haven't had nobody to treat them like this or care for them like this. Tell me about this King of Wands. Could be another fire sign. But there it is. There's been this person's problem. This is the leader. This is taking charge. And that's not their role in this particular connection. So it does stress them out that they got to take a back seat and let somebody else lead. But they're moving away from needing to be the leader. Needing to have control. Needing to take the lead. Because they feel like, if this could be for a Sagittarius woman, they feel like it's your turn to be the leader and it's their turn to be the teacher. See, they don't know how things can go below the surface, but they're ready to learn. It's all this beginning energy with the pages. That what they do know is that this could bring in equal. The give and take will be equal. And they got hope in it. So they want to put the burdens down. Whatever's in the way of making this a solid connection or a solid relationship. 10 of Pentacles. But I feel like this could have worked out by now if they would have just been willing to take a step back or take a back seat. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody's putting an end to their impulsiveness with the Knight of Swords reverse. That's somebody impulsive, but they're putting an end to that because they don't want to miss out on the opportunity. So they're making a decision to have a beginner's mindset, a new perspective, a new inspiration, new idea. And the idea is that they don't always need to be the leader. It's okay to learn from other people. It's okay to take knowledge and wisdom from other people who's already been there or done that. Knight of Swords reverse. Yep. This is somebody who's this is some type of lover's connection. And they feel like they're dealing with an empress. So they want to be victorious. And they want to learn. They want to have knowledge. They want to get clarity. So, and they feel like you are going to be the one to give it to them. So something's going to be complete, come around full circle or be completed. And this is because this beginner's mindset to the unknown. They got the fact that this is an equal give and take. Whatever they give you, you're going to give back. And that's enough for them to get started, to just dive in and trust in the process. Ace of Swords. And look what they learning. Unconditional love. And they don't know how to teach that, but you do. Or you don't know how to teach it, but they do. So it's time to take a back seat. It's time to be the student. Time for the Emperor to learn some unconditional love from the Empress. Or vice versa. I feel like he knows how to love, but his is like, you know, you got to deep dig it out of him. I feel like it's in there, but he don't express it or he don't quite know how to. So he's making a decision to take a new route or another, you know, some type of different idea that brings in new perspective or introspection. Yeah, it's gonna be it's a new route. It's a new path. And it brings in some type of information. A teaching moment. Somebody's deciding to just learn from this instead of trying to lead it all the time. Trying to lead everything. 2 of Wands. Because the last thing they want to do is miss out. Somebody's letting go of their fear. They're moving away from fear. Devil to the 8 of Wands. Somebody's moving away from their fear. And moving towards their intuition. And their intuition telling them to stop trying to lead everything. That this situation can grow. It will be reciprocated. It can grow and fulfill your wishes. And this is a powerful revelation for this person. Because before I felt like they didn't trust it. And I feel like you walked away or somebody walked away tired of trying to get this person to accept the love that they was offering when all they doing was being defensive. So, and that hasn't worked out. And they only want you to love. So they're going to have to try something else. King of Wands. This could be a Sagittarius masculine. But they're moving. That's what's the only reason that they was trying to control stuff or lead stuff in the first place is because of the devil. They've been afraid. Afraid to be abandoned. Afraid to be left out in the cold. Mentally conflicted. Afraid to make a bad decision. But I feel like, oh, that's about to change up. And they've been guarded, defensive for nothing. And all you've been trying to do is show them love. Meanwhile, their intuition is telling them this is the Ace of Cups. This is a blessing. This is an honest and fair love. Could be dealing with a air sign. Somebody could be dealing with a Leo. We got Taurus. Could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aries. I mean, Aquarius. Could be an Aries. This is somebody who took a while. Took them a long-ass time to realize that this is the happiness. This is the sun card for them. For the longest in the past, I feel like this person was fighting this off. And I feel like it caused friction between y'all two, possibly even an ending. Whereas somebody went from holding on to this to moving past this. But this person don't want to lose it. Even though it took them so long to understand, to wrap their mind around what, excuse me, the right decision or the fair decision would be to make. Justice card. Yeah, this person had a tight grip. A tight grip on needing to lead or needing it to do things their way. Or a tight hold back from the unknown. And now that they in this energy of no matter what happens, I'm going to be good on my own. That helps you release the scare of being abandoned. So they put them burdens down. Now they have some hope in this whole twin flame connection or this relationship. They feel like it could be victorious because they feel like they gained some facts. And there it is, ready to be the student. Somebody's ready to be the student. They realize, for some of y'all, this person realizes it's either they be the student and use them tools they need to manifest, or they getting cut the fuck out because it's too much confusion and disappointment. And you just don't have time for it. Could be an Aquarius or Gemini. Tell me about the Lovers. What's the Lovers here? Somebody's starting to realize that this is a gift. Six of Pentacles. The energy will be reciprocated, but not only that, it's a gift that's coming in to fulfill their wishes, and they need to make the right choices, movements, and decisions. But I do feel like this Tower is what helped them, because before that, they didn't trust this. They didn't trust the love that was being offered. And the person offered just say, fuck it, let me walk away then. Nobody's going to beg you to accept the love. Two of Wands. Yeah, this person's done focusing on past. That's why they're finally letting this cycle close so that they can come to a balance within themselves and within this connection. Because I feel like in the past, all this person was doing was looking back at pain that was caused to them. And this is what had them relinquishing control, needing to be the leader, the teacher. But this ain't the time where they teach. This is the time where they learn. They take on page energy, a beginner's mindset, so that they can learn some things. Because that's what brings in growth. That's what brings in their ships. Yeah, somebody's ready to learn. That's why I said they're letting that cycle close. They're gaining the balance. And they're ready to, they could be extending emotion to you as well, but they're ready to learn some shit with the Hierophant. Could be an earth sign. Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Could be a Cancer. Page of Wands. This could be a twin flame for some of y'all. The Page of Wands is the Emperor. He must be the one ready to learn. He's ready to take this opportunity on. He's ready to be victorious. He's ready to be more appreciative. He's ready to use these tools he has instead of being defensive. The defensiveness is coming to an end because he's ready to learn. He's looking for the light at the end of the tunnel. And so it's a time to teach and a time to learn is what this person's realizing. And it's not his turn to be the teacher in this dynamic. Somebody else has to teach and he has to learn. Two of Swords. And it's okay. Yeah. More learning. Chariot. Somebody's moving away from their crossroads. They're getting rid of this flighty-ass behavior, and they're going to use their tools to do something different with. Somebody could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I feel like what they're learning is unconditional love, compassion, and nurturing. They're moving away from the crossroads victoriously, and they're just following their intuition. They're following their inner wisdom. But not only that, they're headed to learn something. Something that they might not be the best at. And it's okay. When you don't know, it's okay to learn from somebody. And what I feel like this person's problem was is that they got hurt in the cycle before you. So they felt the need to control everything or try to lead everything. But that's just not how this connection goes. Not a connection like this. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody could have been at a crossroads between two people. Or they just was at the crossroad from the ending of one person and starting the beginning with somebody new. Yeah. Walk away and then moving into love. That's destined. But the Tower had to come in to help them with the transition. Because somebody could have been, the Queen of Pentacles could be a past person that they were dealing with. Where they fell at the crossroads, which is what we're clarifying. Which caused them to be stuck. Eight of Swords, Two of Swords is the 10. That's where the ending took place. Some type of connection ended. And then a destined connection come in that requires them to be fully emotionally available and ready to love. And I feel like they were too busy trying to control the situation. And I feel like they're having to start over. And learn how to be, you know, compassionate and loving on a deeper level. And then the Two of Cups. So this could have been a past connection that this person had. Queen of Cups. And now they got a new connection coming in. That they fought off. But they're not the King of Pentacles. So yeah, he could have been married or something. Or had a marriage that didn't work for him. But the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is where the Ten of Swords is. And now he's moving to a new love with the Queen of Cups where there's the King of Cups. And there's the Five of Wands. Somebody's no longer going to fight. They're going to put their guards down. They're going to put their ego down. They're going to put whatever it is been having them trip. Whatever. Which I feel like they're going to stop fighting off this love. Because they feel it and they don't want to lose it. And they just need to learn. Because you don't know everything. Sometimes you can come up on a situation where you have to be willing to learn instead of trying to teach everything. And some things you don't even know how to teach. So there's no point in you trying to take the teacher robe and put it on when you don't even know what you're teaching. And the people you're teaching are more in tune and knowledgeable than you. It's okay to learn. Five of Wands reverse. And that's once this person wrap their mind around that, that's when they surrender. That's when they stop fighting. That's when they don't want no smoke no more. They'll probably even apologize and extend their love first because they would like to find the balance in this emotional connection. But I do feel like it's spiritual. Wheel of Fortune, that's Sagittarius energy. Somebody's no longer going to run from building. They're no longer going to guard themselves so heavily. They're going to trust the unknown. I mean, because you look like, or this is you. Somebody looks like they know what they do and they look like they're knowledgeable. I mean, they receive clarity of it. They're not just going in blind. They've received intuitive nudges. So they're just going to roll with that. And they're moving forward. Eight of Wands. To the Queen of Cups. Somebody could actually be dealing with a water sign. But they're moving into this unconditional love stage that they once was fighting off. Somebody was fighting it off, and now they're going to, instead of avoiding it and fighting it, they're going to be moving right into it. They're ready to balance out a connection that they used to fight off and battle with because of their own hurt, making them feel stuck and stagnated, but they're overcoming that. And all they got on the brain is love. And that beginner's mindset that they're ready to take on. Because it's either that or you're going to get the fuck up out of there. And quickly. And somebody only wants you to love. So you getting up out of there won't work for them. Five of Wands. See, this is the Five of Wands now. But the Five of Wands is reversed under there. So they're no longer wanting to fight off the love that's unconditional. All because they got to be a student. Somebody wasn't willing to surrender because they needed to teach. They needed to lead. They needed control. But not anymore. They're taking a back seat. They're willing to follow now instead of trying to lead. Because the way that they're at the rate fighting this off only end them up in the cold, the thing that they're trying to avoid. So they're going to be honest with themselves and say, I don't want to miss this opportunity, so I need to take a back seat. I need to let somebody else lead. I need to learn a few things from Sagittarius or Crosswatcher. Because I really don't know. With the Seven of Cups, they're really confused and they really don't understand. Especially when it comes to things written in the stars. So this could be an Aquarius, but they got the tools they need to manifest. I just feel like they wasn't committed to this because they was too afraid to take a backseat, take a student role. But they're making a decision to let things be exposed to them, to learn, to receive knowledge. Yeah, because the person from the past had them not trusting in the Empress. And the Empress abundant than the motherfucker. And once they stop focusing on the past, they can see it. And they decide to take a new approach. A new idea. Because either that or they getting cut out from their own wish fulfillment. It's going to be coming to an end. And nobody wants that. So guess what they're going to do? They get in their books so they can study. They're ready to be a student. And that's okay. That's why I said it was never anything wrong with being a student to begin with. But when people get hurt, specifically masculine energies, women too, but specifically it's more of a masculine thing. They feel the need to control it. They feel the need to let me do this. You just do this, and this. And the motherfucker like, no. And it's a lot of times it's not even out of because, out of care. It's out of to keep you from hurting me, right? But this person was doing this to keep from being abandoned. But what they were doing was going to end them up abandoned anyway. So they really did at the same time as thinking, all right, I got this under control. If I act like this, then I won't get abandoned. But acting like the way they thought they should act ended up them getting abandoned, right? So now they realize, okay, this ain't the way. Let me take a step back. And the Tower comes in to help them realize, no, you got to let them teach you how to do it. Because this is a subject that they're good at and you're not. Because this is unconditional love or this is a deep spiritual connection. And here you come in with control when it doesn't require control at all. It requires free flow and love. And this person couldn't allow it to be free flow and love because they needed to take charge because they feel like in their mind, taking charge keeps them from abandonment, but it don't. And this is what they mentally conflictually thought. If I make a judgment call, a final decision that I'm going to lead this, I'm going to run this, then it won't leave me abandoned. But that's mental confliction. That's bullshit. What happens is you need to surrender, put the wands down. And that's how you get where you need to go. To let somebody else teach you. Somebody who's better at this than you. But a lot of times, we get in situations where people lead us astray. So you're not just so willing to just jump in and let somebody teach you shit. Because you don't know if what they teaching you is real or bullshit. But I feel like with the Tower, this person understands. They got an undeniable clarity at this point. So I feel like they're more comfortable taking the student seat because at this point they realize, okay, it's gonna be reciprocated. Whatever I give to Sagittarius or whatever I give to Crosswatcher, I'm gonna get it back from them. So at the very least, they know for sure they don't have to worry about you taking advantage of them. So what's the point of fighting off listening now? It's no point at all. And fighting off listening is going to get them right in that seat of abandonment that they want to avoid. So it's time to take a new approach, which is what this person is doing. They realize that sometimes you lead as an emperor and sometimes you follow. Especially when the Lord pairs you with an empress. He's not going to just, she know how to lead too. And some things she going to lead better at than you. Especially when it comes to nurturing because that's her specialty. She's the empress. So she's going to lead when it comes to nurturing and you're going to follow. And you're going to just have to trust that she's not going to lead you down the wrong way. But now that you feel like the masculine feels like he got some type of clarity that you won't lead him in the right way. The wrong way. He's more susceptible to letting you lead him. And I don't feel like the Empress gives a fuck about leading him. No, that's his thing, not hers. She's only trying to help him understand how shit goes. And he's like, no, I'll control this so I don't get left out in the cold like the last hole. But the Empress ain't nothing like the last hoe, baby. The Empress is the Empress, okay? And you only want her to love, so baby, you want to jump on the boat. And that's what somebody's realizing, that it's time for a different approach. Because Sagittarius ain't going to stick around or cross-watcher for the bullshit. And nobody's trying to control you or make you follow them at all. You don't have to. But it seems that you're struggling in this subject, so I'm trying to help you out. And you're getting offended like I'm trying to control you or run you. And that's not the case. Since I know we equals, I'm trying to help you get up on my level. And you taking offense to that. And you shouldn't be. Because there's a time to teach and a time to learn. And that's just how it goes. So that's what I got for you, Sagittarius people. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Namaste and be blessed.